Dear students, in the last class we have discussed regarding the part 1 of that group 18 elements. Today we will start some questions of this portion. So, mark these questions, these are the questions containing 1 mark, these are questions that containing 2 marks of the part 1. So, first question, dash is known as the father of noble gas, that is Ramsay. The first question answer is Ramsay. That is father of noble gases. Second question, who discovered radon and which noble gas contain less than 8 kilotons? Who discovered radon? That is E.E. Second question answer E.E. Dorn. And the second bit of this second question, which noble gas contain less than 8 kilotons? That is helium. That is 1s2. Helium 1s2, that is the zero group element, group 18 element that contain only 2 kilotons in its outermost shell. So the third question, how the name of the inert gases are derived? Name of this inert gases. Third one, helium, that is from helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. So helium term that comes from Helios, which means sun. Helios, which means sun. Neon, that is new. Argon, that is lazy, idle, or that is inert. Argon, that is lazy, idle, or that inert. Krypton, that is hidden. Xenon, that is stranger. And radon, that is derived from this radioactive element, radium, and that is also otherwise known as, that is nitron. So these are the names of these zero group elements, noble gases that has been derived. That is helium from Helios, means sun, neon, new, argon, that is lazy, idle, or that is inert. Krypton, that is hidden. Xenon, that is stranger. Radon, that is from that radioactive element, radium, and that is otherwise known as nitron. Then next one, which inert gas is not found in atmosphere? In the last class also we have discussed regarding this, that is the answer for the fourth question, that is radon. Radon, that is radioactive and also that is not found in atmosphere. Next one, which inert gas is most abundant in atmosphere? That is most. Question number 6. This is the question number 4 and 5 answer. 4, which inert gas not found in atmosphere? That is radon. Which inert gas is radioactive? That is also radon. Next one, which question number 6, which inert gas is most abundant in atmosphere? That is argon, and least, that is xenon. Argon most abundance, xenon that is very least abundance in the atmosphere. And if you give the trend of these inert gases in the atmosphere, argon greater than neon, greater than xenon, greater than helium, greater than, sorry, that is radon, that is not radon, that is argon, neon, krypton, helium, and that is xenon. So regarding the abundance of these inert gases in atmosphere, that is argon most abundant, xenon least abundance, next one, second one neon, third one that is krypton, fourth one helium, and last one that is xenon. So this is most abundant and this is least abundant in the atmosphere. So which question number 7, which inert gas is used in Bacon's light. We have discussed in the first class Bacon's light, that is neon, and also for the formation of the colored blue. Second one, sea divers. Sea divers as well as asthma patients, they will use the mixture of helium and oxygen because helium that is least soluble in blood. Then fourth one, cryogenics, that is low temperature measurement, that is your helium. That is weather balloons and inflating tires, that is helium because it is non-inflammable. Because of the non-inflammability nature of this helium, that is used in cryogenics, that is weather balloons and inflating the tires. Next one, treatment of the cancer. For the treatment of the cancer, that is radon, which are the radioactive property, have the ability to produce alpha, beta and gamma radiations. Next one, which inert gas will not form clathrate. First we will discuss what is the meaning of that clathrate. But the answer for this question number 8 is, that is helium and neon. So first we have to discuss what is the meaning of that clathrate. Clathrate means that is host gas compound. Clathrate means that is host gas compound, clathrate. So for example, quinol, OH, benzene that contain 2 OH group at para position, they have the ability to form intermolecular hydrogen bond. Intermolecular hydrogen bond. So these are the 2 OH group at para position, they have the ability to form hydrogen bond. These are the ability to form hydrogen bond. These are the ability to form hydrogen bond. So this space that remains unoccupied and this vacant space that is occupied by those inert gases which are of comparable size without this gap, that is argon, krypton and xenon, but not that is helium and neon, because helium and neon they are small in size. Helium and neon, they are small in size, they cannot be entrapped in this large hole. So argon, krypton and xenon, because of the comparable size of this hole, they can be entrapped, and this compound that is known as host gas compound, that is otherwise known as clathrate. So another question that comes, which inert gas are entrapped to form that clathrate? The answer is argon, krypton and xenon. Which are not involved in clathrate formation, that is helium and neon. So next question, who prepared the first noble gas compound? Give formula for it. That is question number 9. Question number 9, the answer is, we have discussed it, who prepared first noble gas compound, that is Bartlett. In 1962, the compound is XePtF6. Question number 9 answer, that is who prepared first noble gas compound, give its formula for it. This is the formula for this one. Then we will answer for that, that is question number 10, 11, 10 and 11. Then question number 10, natural gas, stars, minerals like thorianite, pitchblende, monazite contains dash inert gas. The answer is helium. So helium that is obtained from the radioactive elements also as alpha particle. So natural gas, stars, minerals, these minerals radioactive that contains some radioactive elements, thorianite, then pitchblende, monazite that contains helium. Next we will say question number 11, that is entirely on the basis of the name of the scientists who have discovered, that is the zero group elements. Question number 11, that is regarding name of the scientists who have discovered that zero group elements. We will discuss. So we will go for that question number 11, that is question number 11, that is regarding this discovery of the inert gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon, their discoveries. So the answer for this one, helium, that has been discovered by Johnson and Lockyer. Then neon, krypton, xenon, that has been discovered by Ramsay and Travers. Then argon, that discovered by Rayleigh and Ramsay. Radon, that discovered by E. Dunn. From that radioactive element, radium, that is otherwise known as nitron. Previously it was named as nitron, and after that from radium it has been derived, therefore it is named as radon. Then question number 12, gas has least boiling point. The answer for this one, that is helium. Helium has least boiling point. Next one, Rn, the abundance of noble gases in air, that is argon, that is highest abundance, xenon least abundance, and the trend is, that is argon greater than neon, greater than krypton, greater than helium, greater than xenon. So the last question, that is last 1 mark question for this one. These are the properties of these noble gases, which are Rn, the inert gases, according to their order of reactivity, atomic radii, melting point, boiling point, ease of liquefaction, then to be absorbed, capacity to be absorbed in activated charcoal. The trend is radon greater than xenon, greater than krypton, greater than argon, greater than neon, greater than helium. Because we know along this group, that is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon, the atomic size that goes on increasing. Atomic size that goes on increasing. So this is the trend for, this is the important trend for, that is the order of reactivity, radon most reactive, that is atomic radii, melting point, boiling point, ease of liquefaction, heat of vaporization, solubility in water, capacity to be absorbed in activated charcoal. So these are the very important short questions, 1 mark questions of the part 1 which we have completed. Next we will go for the 2 mark questions which we have already read in part 1. These are the 2 mark questions. We will go for that 2 mark questions. We will discuss the 2 mark questions from the part 1. First question, justify the position of inert gases in periodic table. All these questions that contain 2 marks. So the first question, justify the position of inert gases in periodic table. Already we have discussed during that lecture. So the answer for this one, we have to give helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. Their atomic numbers 2, 10, 18, 36, 54 and 86. Then only this one 1s2 exception, that is 2s2 2p6, 3s2 3p6, 4s2 4p6, 5s2 5p6, that is 6s2 6p6. So except that helium, this group of elements, they are having the general electronic configuration ns2 np6, and we know for that p block element, that is group is equal to 10 plus number of electrons present in outer S and outer P, 2 plus 6, that is group 18. So this is the general electronic configuration except that helium. So group is equal to 10 plus 2 plus 6, that is group 18 of the periodic table. So before this one, the groups are, that is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine, fluorine atom number 9, then 18, that is 17, then 35, 53, 85. So these are the halogens. Halogens, group 17, these are the group 18 elements which we have discussed, group 18 elements. Then after that group, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium that is present. And regarding the atomic numbers, these are the group 1 elements. Group 1 elements, alkali metals, that is highly electropositive group, highly electronegative group, that is halogens. These are the alkali metals. Alkali metals, hydrogen 1, 3, then 11, 19, 37, 55 and that is 87. So regarding the electronic configuration, 1s1, 1s2, 2s1, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1, that is 4s1 outermost shell, 5s1, 6s1, 7s1. So this group of elements which are known as alkali metals, group 1 elements, alkali metals. So this group of elements have the ability to lose one electron to be converted into stable electronic configuration. This group of elements have the ability to lose one electron, that is gain one electron and that is converted into group 18 electronic configuration. For example, fluorine, that is 2s2 to p5 by the gain of one electron, that is converted to p6. Chlorine 3s2 3p5 by the gain of one electron, that is converted outermost shell electronic configuration for that argon. Similarly, this one sodium by the loss of one electron, neon, potassium by the loss of one electron, that is argon. Similarly, this one. So group 18 elements, they are present in between highly electronegative group, that is halogens, and highly electropositive group, that is alkali metals. So for the first one, question number 1, justify the position of inert gases in periodic table. We have to write down the name of the elements, general electronic configuration, then find out this group number. These are the elements of that P block except this exceptional electronic configuration, and this group, that is group 18, that is the group 18 noble gases, inert gases, that is present in between highly electronegative elements and highly electropositive elements. They have the ability to lose one electron to an octet. They have the ability to gain one electron to be octet. But this group of elements, they have no ability to lose, no ability to gain, no ability to share. Therefore, that is inert. Next, we will go for that question number 2. Why group 18 elements are treated as inert? We have discussed regarding that inert nature of that group 18 elements, that is they have stable electronic configuration. Question number 2, the answer is stable electronic configuration, that is NS2 NP6 except that helium, then is Cp by Cva is equal to 1.66, that is meant for that monoatomic. And next one, that is bond order, that is equal to 0, that is half of Nb minus Na, which indicates that Nb, that implies Nb is equal to Na. Then high ionization potential, no cation formed. No cation is formed. Electron affinity is 0. They have 0 value of that electron affinity, that indicates that no anion is formed. no cation is formed, no anion is formed, therefore there is no chance of formation of that ion bonded compound. Cation is not formed, anion is not formed, no chance of the formation of the ion bonded compounds, and Cp by Cb is equal to 1.66 or bond rate is equal to 0, that indicate that these are the monoatomic. These 2 points that indicate that these are the monoatomic gases. They have stable electronic configuration, means all the electron that remains the paired state, there is no such unpaired electron. There is no such unpaired electron for mutual sharing. So no chance of the formation of covalent bonded compound by mutual sharing, no chance of the formation of the ion bonded compound since lack of formation of cations and anions, no chance of formation of the diatomic molecules because of Cp by Cb 1.66, which indicates for monoatomic, bond rate is equal to 0, where Nb is equal to Na. Next one, we will go for that, that is why group 18 elements are known as noble gases. Why the group 18 elements or the zero group elements are treated as, that is inert gases we have discussed, that is next one, that is noble gases. Noble gases, what for these are noble gases? Because only krypton and xenon, that is krypton and xenon, they have the ability to form compounds with that of the more electronegative element like oxygen and fluorine. Next, that is helium, neon and argon, they have no ability to form compounds. Another question that may come, that is helium, neon, argon, they have no ability to form compounds. Krypton and xenon, krypton have the ability to form least amount of compounds, whereas xenon have the ability to form compounds, more compounds, with that of the more electronegative element oxygen and fluorine. So question, according to that question, answer is helium, that is 1s2, neon 1s2, 2s2, that is 2p6. So there is no vacant d orbital, stable electronic configuration, high ionization potential, electron affinity is equal to 0. Therefore, helium and neon, they have no ability to form compounds. But if we take the case of that argon, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, there is the 3d0, there is the presence of that vacant orbital. There is the presence of that vacant orbital. In the case first two, that is helium and neon, there is no vacant d orbital for the promotion of the electron. But in this case, that is argon that contain vacant d orbital. Still then, it has no ability to form compounds because high ionization potential and electron affinity is equal to 0. Due to this reason, argon has no ability to form compound. Although there is the presence of that vacant d orbital, still then it has no ability to form compound. And krypton and xenon along a particular group, atomic size that goes on increasing, along that group. So ion's atomic size increases, then ionization potential decreases. Therefore, xenon is having large size element, having low value of ionization potential and presence of vacant d. So, xenon has the ability to form compounds, that is more ability to form compound as compared to krypton due to this reason. Because atomic size that gradually increases along a group, ionization potential decreases, means xenon atom has the ability to lose electrons easily in comparison to others. Then ionization potential is less, presence of vacant d orbital, therefore it has the ability to form compounds, particularly with the more electronegative element, that is electronegativity, that is 3.5, second highest, the first highest, that is 4.0. These are the small size element, these are the electronegative values and small size. Small sized element having more value of that electronegativity. Therefore, these elements have the ability to combine with that of xenon to form compounds easily. Krypton to less extent, but these three elements, they have no ability to form compounds. Therefore, that is known as noble gas. Next, we will go for this next question. Compounds of helium, neon and argon are not formed. Already we have discussed helium, neon and argon, they have no ability to form compounds because helium and neon, no vacant d orbital, 1s2, no vacant d, 2s2p, there is no 2d. So they have this stable electronic configuration, all the electrons are paired, ionization potential is high and also electron affinity is 0. So argon, although there is the presence of that vacant d orbital, but because of high value of ionization potential and 0 value of electron affinity, it has no ability to form compound. Next, we will go for why inert gases are monoatomic. Why inert gases are monoatomic. For monoatomic, we have already discussed in the first part of this, second part of this question, that is Cp by Cv is equal to 1.66, bond order is equal to 0 and stable electronic configuration. These are the reasons why these are treated as monoatomic. They have no ability to form diatomic molecules because of this. This is the value for that monoatomic. Cp by Cv is equal to 1.66. That is meant for that monoatomic, bond are 0, monoatomic, no diatomic compound or molecule is formed, stable electronic configuration. Next one, name the inert gases, give their electronic configuration. Already we have given, that is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Only helium, that is 1s2, although that is having s electrons or last electron enters into a subshell, still then it is kept in p block because of its inert nature. So rest of all the elements, they have the general electronic configuration ns2 np6, that is 3s2 3p6, 4s2 4p6, just like this one. Why particularly krypton and xenon will form compounds with oxygen and fluorine. Already we have discussed that the krypton and xenon atomic size gradually increases, ionization potential that is very less for that xenon, and there is the presence of vacant d orbital, and these two elements which are having first highest and second highest electronegativity value in the entire period table, which are small in size, have the ability to unpair this pair of electron to form these compounds. So particularly krypton and xenon, they will form compound with that of the more electronegative element oxygen fluorine because of all these reasons. Gave reason for late discovery of noble gas compounds. So this is one of the important question. Reason for late discovery of noble gas compound. We have discussed the first noble gas compound that has been discovered by Bartlett in 1962, that is XCPTF6. Then what is the reason for late discovery? We will discuss the reason for late discovery of these noble gas compounds. Question number 8. Question number 8. Reason for late discovery of noble gas compounds. So the first compound, that is XCPTXC, PTF6 by Bartlett in 1962. But what is the reason for that late discovery? So scientists believe that they have the general electronic configuration, except that helium, they have the general electronic configuration ns2np6. There is no such unpaired electrons in this electronic configuration, ns2 one pair. That is np6 3 pairs. There is no such unpaired electrons. So scientists believe that they have no ability to share these electrons, and moreover they have high ionization potential, electron affinity is equal to 0. So this concept that discourages the scientist to give any attempt regarding the preparation that inert gases. They feel that they have this stable electronic configuration, they have high ionization potential, Stable electron configuration means there is no such unpaired electron, therefore they have no ability to form, that is covalent bonded compounds by mutual sharing. And second one, because of high value of ionization potential, they have no ability to lose electrons. Because of zero value of electron affinity, they have no ability to gain electrons. So no ability to lose, no ability to gain, no ability to share. Therefore, they have no ability to form this compound. So scientists are discouraged. So they discouraged. They are discouraged by this concept. And moreover, the inert least abundance, other reasons are least abundance of inert gases. Least abundance of inert gases in atmosphere. You know, we have already discussed, that is nitrogen 78%. That is oxygen 21%, 21 point something, that is more than 21%. Carbon dioxide, that is 0.03%. And rest more, less than 1%, that is your inert gases. So least abundance in atmosphere, least abundance of the inert gas in atmosphere. So because of that reason, the inert, there is the late discovery. And moreover, that is fluorine, good quality of fluorine are not known. Good quality of fluorine are not known, and instruments, you know, that is fluorine is very reactive. Even if that reacts with this glass containers, copper metal, iron metal, even if that combines with metals, glasses. So instruments to handle fluorine are not known. So these are the reasons for late discovery of this inert gases, inert gas compounds. So these three concepts that gives the idea, these are the inert, which discourage the scientists not to give any attempt regarding this preparation of that inert gas compounds. So least abundance of inert gases in the atmosphere, if that is plentifully available, then anybody has taken any attempt to prepare any compound. Since the least abundance in that is atmosphere, scientists they cannot take any attempt to prepare this noble gas compounds. And good quality of fluorine was not known, and since fluorine is very reactive, the instruments to handle it, that was also not known at that time. So these are the reason for late discovery of the inert gas compounds. Next, we'll go for this next question. Why the group in which noble gases are placed are known as zero group? These are known as zero group of the periodic table, group 18 of the periodic table. These are known as inert gases, noble gases, gases of atmosphere, rare gases, etc. Then what for these are known as, that is zero group. This group that is known as zero group because of zero valence state. They have no ability to combine. We can say they have no ability to combine because of all these reasons we have already discussed regarding that inert nature. Since they have no ability to combine, their valence state is said to be zero. Zero valence state. Therefore, they have no ability to combine with any elements. Therefore, it is treated as zero group element. Next question 10. Why helium is preferred over hydrogen in filling airships and weather balloons? You know, hydrogen, that is atomic number 1, that is mass number 1. Helium, that is He24. Then if we take the hydrogen molecule, that is H2, that is mass is 1.008, that is 2.016. So this is 4 here. And if we compare this one, this is almost 2 times heavier. Still then, that is helium is used, but not this hydrogen. Why? Helium that is used for inflating the air shapes. 10 in weather balloons, but not your hydrogen, because hydrogen is highly combustible nature. Hydrogen that is highly combustible nature that catches fire. So because of non-inflammability nature of that helium, it is used in weather balloons. So the answer, although hydrogen is lighter than that helium, still then helium is used because of its non-inflammability nature. Next question. Xenon readily forms compounds but not krypton. Already we have discussed. That is xenon, krypton and xenon. Krypton and xenon that is present in this manner in the period table. Below this krypton, that is xenon, is kept. Xenon that is having large size as compared to krypton. Krypton that is small size. Group atomic size increases, atom number increases, atomic size increases. Xenon that is having large size with low value of ionization potential, and also it has the ability that the presence of that vacant d orbital in comparison to krypton, it has low value of ionization potential. Therefore, it has the ability to form compounds easily as compared to krypton. Next, from question number 12 onwards, we will discuss in that is part 2 of this chapter. Thank you all.